Hi, everybody, and welcome to my Facebook Live. My name is Andrea Evans, and I'm the owner of the law firm of Andrea Hens Evans, an intellectual property law firm. So, what is intellectual property? It's divided into three parts: patents, trademarks, and copyrights. Patents protect inventions, trademarks protect your brands, and copyrights protect your written works. I'd love for you to follow me here on Facebook. And if you're not following me on Facebook, please do so, as well as you can follow me at Evans IP Law on all social media, Instagram, Twitter, Periscope, and you can subscribe to my firm's newsletter by texting Evans IP Law to 444-999. Now, usually when I'm doing a Facebook Live, I'm talking about some type of intellectual property. So I'm either talking to you about what it takes to get a patent, what's required to get a trademark, and what even can be copyrighted. But today I want to talk to you about hiring and firing attorneys. And no one likes to basically hear you're fired, but I want to let you know that you have the option. And this is important, especially to me, because I work with a lot of clients that have great inventions or they have great brands that are very strong, but they work with someone that's not qualified. If you're joining me, say hello. Let me know you're here. Of course, if you have any questions, let me know. And let's get started. So again, I want to welcome you to this Facebook Live today. And I want to let you know that just like when you go to the doctor's office and you work with that doctor and you decide you don't like them, you always have the option to change and hire a new attorney. And that's, like I said, very important because all attorneys are created equal, but we all have different specialties as well. So kind of the first red flag is if your attorney, for instance, is maybe an intellectual property attorney, but then they also do family law and a laundry list of other types of law. It may be a red flag that they may not actually be qualified to help you. So you want to get in the habit of asking the right questions. Can I see a sample patent that you've written? Or you do a Google search or something to, learn more about what the kind of services they provide and their reputation. But I wanted to come live here today to talk about this because I've been working with a lot of new clients that basically didn't know that they had the right to start working with a new attorney. And so, especially for intellectual property attorneys, when you think about intellectual property, you think that it's so complicated because patents, like I said, protect inventions. So you may not know how to make the invention. You may have a lot of questions. Trademark attorneys don't have to have that specialty of having that engineering degree, but you should ask the right questions to make sure they understand what it means to get a trademark and what you can do after you get the trademark and be able to explain your options fully. So just taking a step back, I am actually a patent attorney. So what's required to be a patent attorney is you actually have to have a degree in engineering or some type of hard science. So my degrees are in math and civil and environmental engineering. Now, to be a patent attorney, you first have to take the patent bar. So that bar is given by the United States Patent and Trademark Office. And once you pass that bar, if you take a state bar, then you can actually call yourself an attorney. Now, there's a fine difference between being a patent agent and being a patent attorney. You can be an engineer, take that exam, pass it, and be barred at the USPTO. So you've passed the patent bar, but you're a patent agent. Again, patent attorneys have a different skill set because we would have passed a state bar. And then I actually have a federal practice. So that means that although I'm based in Maryland, my clients are worldwide and I represent them. So if you have any questions about that, I just wanted to be clear. You don't really see a lot of people holding themselves out as patent attorneys because they know that clients like you can do due diligence. So you can go to uspto.gov, you can put in the patent attorney's name, and their bar number should come up. So that's public information. So make sure if someone says that they're a patent attorney, that they actually are a patent attorney. Now, the part that gets a little tricky is trademark and being a trademark attorney. So unlike the patent attorneys that have to have a separate bar and have to have that specialized degree, to be a trademark attorney, you don't. Now, there are different types of law. So of course you wouldn't go to an OBGYN to look at your eyes. You wouldn't go to an OBGYN to, take your tonsils out. There are different specialties. And so I just want to caution you that when you're working with a trademark attorney, they're not just pushing paper. And what I mean by that is, I know a lot of you often call my firm and you're trying to cut costs. We all are. I've even had to hire my own attorney. And of course, no one wants to spend money if they don't have to. But I want to make sure that you're clear that avoiding hiring an attorney can cost you more money in the long run. So you can end up spending 3 times the amount that you would have spent had you hired an attorney in the first place. Now, I definitely recommend you do your due diligence. That's going to include going to Google, going to uspto.gov. They have a lot of good videos. So you can have an intelligent conversation. Actually, you can look at my blog, allaboutinventing.com, and get a lot of good information. You can go to my website. You can watch quite a few of my Facebook videos to be able to have an intelligent conversation. But I want to let you know that if someone is holding themselves out as a trademark attorney, you need to be certain that they actually are. And I want to basically explain what I mean. So I end up basically, after having my firm now for 11 years, I'm very thankful for all of you, including my clients that are watching today, that allow me to be an extension of your team, and I definitely appreciate that. But I also end up working with a lot of attorneys that get in a bind, meaning they push paper. They filled out the application, answered some questions, didn't understand what they were actually answering, and then I have to come in as the new attorney and clean up that mess. And then the clients are unhappy because now they would have paid that first attorney to do something that didn't do it right, and now they're going to work with my firm. So you'll notice at my firm, my specialty is intellectual property. So if you need a divorce, I can't help you. I can listen to you complain about your ex-husband or your girlfriend or whatever you want, but my specialty is intellectual property. So I just want to caution you because I've been getting a lot of calls lately, and I'm thankful for those calls, but a lot of people are calling saying, well, I wish that I would have known about you sooner. Someone tagged you or shared a Facebook video, and I didn't understand what it meant to hire an attorney. I didn't know the difference between hiring a help type of company that I see on TV. And of course, I don't work for those companies. I cannot say anything bad about those companies, but do your research. And realize that when you look at those different companies, they do have in the fine print that they are not attorneys. And so just like you're at work now, maybe doing your job, or you're at home now watching this video, it's almost like someone basically calling to ask you to perform surgery and you're not a doctor. And what I mean by that is hire someone that's qualified. And as you're working with that attorney, if you don't feel confident in their abilities, you actually have the right to fire them. Now, when you do fire an attorney, and vice versa, it goes both ways now, because attorneys can also fire clients. And of course, it's not personal, it's business. And that's just the way it is. So I've had my firm now for 11 years, and it took me a while to learn that no is a complete sentence. So maybe you needed to hear that today, but you really don't owe anyone any explanations. And so I just want to let you know that you have the right to hire an attorney. Of course, you can work for yourself. You can do the work by yourself. You don't necessarily need an attorney, but even the patent office cautions you and lets you know in all of their materials on their site that you should hire an attorney. And I would just say that inventions are like your babies, right? So you wouldn't just hand your baby over to a stranger without asking the right questions. And if you value that invention and you think that it is the next best thing, you don't want to not invest in that. And so that's my slogan, as a matter of fact, that is trademarked: invest in your idea. So I see you all watching. I'm just assuming that you're taking notes. But if you have questions, please post them. Otherwise, I'm going to wish you all a very good day. And it's February, so I'm also coming on live to check in about your intellectual property goals and resolutions. So I hope that you're on track to meet and exceed those goals. And definitely let me know. Of course, if my firm can be a resource, we can always schedule a consultation by phone if you're not in the Laurel, Maryland area where my physical office is. But if not, come to Laurel and let's sit down and talk. And then I also travel. So I have clients that are all over the world. And so I travel frequently around the country. So I recommend that you go to evansiplaw.com and subscribe to my firm's newsletter. Valerie, thank you for asking a question. So that's the $1 million question, right? Everyone wants to know how much should they expect to pay. Now, every attorney charges different prices, and that should make sense based off of their skill set. So at my firm, I'm a smaller law firm, although I have a lot of experience. So I worked at the Patent and Trademark Office 3 years as a patent examiner and 2 as a trademark examining attorney. And so I have skills that someone that's, not very common, because I worked at the Patent and Trademark Office. My job was to examine patents. My job was to examine trademarks. So when I talk to my clients and we have consultations, I can help to foresee things and I can help to cut costs. So that may be something that you're interested in that will save you money in the long run. But you ask a very good question, because I can't necessarily tell you how much you should expect to pay, because I don't know if you're talking about my firm or another firm. And honestly, it just depends on the service that you need. But I would say that if you're thinking about hiring an attorney, it's worth scheduling a consultation, and definitely expect to pay for that consultation. I get a lot of emails and calls from people that have quick questions, but remember, you're probably asking that question because you've gone to Google anyway and couldn't find the answer. And it does take time away from paying clients, but most importantly, you want to schedule a consultation with an attorney that documents everything and has everything in writing. And it takes time to basically take your information, put it in our system, and run conflicts checks. And of course, I talk to so many people every day that have all these great ideas and great brands they want to protect and stories they want to protect. But I need to document that, and that takes time. So expect to pay for a consultation. You may call around and find a firm that will basically give you a free consultation. But, I kind of feel like I've never gone to a doctor where they don't charge me for a service. I've never gone to McDonald's where they've given me a free sandwich or something. But I feel that you have to invest in your idea. If you believe in it, then you have to be willing to pay a little bit of money, at least to understand what your options are. So thank you for asking that question. And of course, if my firm can help, or if you're interested in scheduling a consultation, I'll send you information. And, I can tell you here, and maybe some of my clients can comment, I'm very proud to have such detailed consultations. Basically, I'm very proud to be providing valuable information, or should I say invaluable information, to clients that either retain me immediately or they understand their options. So that's my goal. I'm very passionate about educating others about the importance of protecting their intellectual property. And so what prompted me to post this is I'm seeing a lot of people who are now learning about my firm, and they're comparing my services to others, and they're realizing that they may not be working with someone that's as qualified, and they may be spending more money than they should have been spending. So I want to just let you know I'm out here as a resource, Valerie, and whoever else is watching, and if I can help you, let me know. So if you don't have any other questions, again, I want to thank you all for joining me today. If you post questions and you're watching on the replay, I'll definitely come back and answer. And I recommend that you check out my blog, allaboutinventing.com. I recommend that you follow me all over social media at Evans IP Law. I post a lot of good information on Periscope, as well as doing more Facebook Live videos like this. So thank you for sharing this video with others that may be in a bind and may be looking to hire someone, or that may just need that extra push to invest in their idea, to take their invention to the next level, to find out what needs to be done next. And I don't think that you should pay an attorney to explain definitions, right? So you don't want to pay to basically say, what is a patent? You want to basically have a consultation with me where you can describe your invention in a way that someone can make or use it, or you have an actual issue that you want to resolve. You know, those are the types of things that I believe you should pay for. And you can go to uspto.gov to understand the generic sort of what is a patent, what is a trademark, what is a copyright. So spend a little time doing that. But if you think that you have the next best thing, or if you have a brand and you're out here kind of flying under the radar, and what I mean by that is always looking over your shoulder, wondering if someone's going to send you a cease and desist letter, or you have a business and you have a trademark and you're watching others use your trademark and you don't know what to do, or you think, well, no one's confused us yet. You need to sit down and understand your options, because a lot of things that you may be doing here on social media, as a matter of fact, could jeopardize your rights and ultimately hurt you in the long run. So I just thought I'd come in and check in. Happy February, everyone. It's so great to see you all. This year has gone really great so far. I mean, I've been working so hard in January. I feel like it should be March. So that's a good thing, though, for me. And I hope that you enjoyed the front cover feature. I am really proud of this and just so excited about everything that's happening this year. I was on the front page of the Washington Business Journal's first January edition. So if you missed it, check out the feed here on Facebook and enjoy the article. Let me know what you think about it. That's going to tell you a little bit more about me. It's going to let you know a little bit more about my firm and the services that we provide. But it was a really fun interview, because I'm used to doing interviews where they're very stiff and, you know, just she started asking me questions and I felt like I was talking to an old friend. So what song would I sing if I had to do karaoke? You know, I don't know, just things like that. So it was a really fun article. Thank you. I hope you enjoy it. And I'm really also excited about this year, and I hope that you'll continue to follow me on social media and subscribe to my newsletter, because I'm on season 2 of Make 48. So inventors have 48 hours to solve a problem. And my role as a patent attorney is to help them to determine if their invention is going to infringe on someone's invention, if they have options to maybe even get a patent. So it's going to be exciting, because they only have 48 hours. So I'm really excited about that. And I hope that you'll continue to follow me here so I can share more information and updates about it so you won't miss it. So season 1 is airing now. So tune in on PBS and check out the Make 48 site. I'm on season 2, so I hope you enjoy it, and I can't wait. Yeah, thank you, LaDon. It's good to see you. And things are just going great, and I am so grateful to all of you taking the time to watch this today, and to those of you that take the time to refer your friends and colleagues to me. I definitely don't take it for granted. And everyone knows that works with me that I'm so passionate about helping you to protect your patents, trademarks, and copyrights, and I'll do whatever I can to basically let you know your options so that you're not going in blind. So it can be a difficult process, but the hard part is done, because if you've invented something, that's not easy, right? So you should be proud of that. So now we have to do what we can to protect it. So if I can help you with any patents, trademarks, or copyrights, reach out and let me know. And you all have a good day. Happy February. And intellectual property needs protecting, and it takes time. So if you're ready to try to conquer 2018 and protecting your patent, protecting your trademark, protecting your copyright, enforcing those things are on your list, reach out, because this type of work doesn't happen overnight, and not because of my service. We can get it done, but there are delays at the patent office, they're backlogged. So I want to make sure you're clear. You don't just file and get a patent the next day. It takes time. So let's sit down and understand your options. Thank you so much for joining, everybody. Have a good day and happy 2018. See you soon.